welcome back to my channel. Come on in, guys. Guys, it was really a hassle getting into YouTube. I don't know what the network was doing. No. So, quick one here, guys. We're going to talk about MC Fish and it's Joseph ex-husband. So, come on in, guys. Let's do this. Hey people, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Fosti Oni, and you're welcome back to this wonderful live stream. As I said earlier, we're talking about the new wave of Nigerian men running to podcasts, crying even, especially when their relationships fail. So we're talking about that today. It's just like a light, fun conversation, and we just want to just catch cruise because usually it's the women who were known to always complain about all this relationship hurt. But lately, we've seen that the men are not spared. They are doing likewise. So before I continue, guys, let me just do a quick check, a quick sound check on my other phone. So just give me a moment, guys. So I want to try and see. Quick sound check, guys. Come on in, people. Let's do this. Let's talk. Oh. There is gist. Hi, oh my god. La 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 la. An empty heart, a hole inside my heart. I'm all alone. The rooms are getting smaller. That's Westlife, guys. I believe you guys still remember them. They were the rave in the 2000s. They were really the rave in the 2000s, and they made the music scene quite an enjoyable one. So I say a little prayer, naked, yeah, where the skies are blue, to see you once again, my love, overseas and coast to coast, to find the place I love the most, where the fields are green, to see you once again. Guys, my voice is not really that great this evening, no. But I think I used to be better than this. Oh, welcome, guys. As you come on in, please give this video a big thumbs up, guys. We are just, enjoying ourselves, catching cruise, talking about the Anita Joseph and ex. uh, You know, they want us to talk about them. That's why they keep doing stuff. So as long as they keep doing stuff, we'll keep talking about them. An empty street, an empty heart, a hole inside my heart. I'm all alone. The rooms are getting smaller. Oh yeah. I don't know whether I'm getting the lyrics right. It's just the song we grew up listening to, Westlife. So, guys, now back to the gist. Yes, we've played enough. Back to the gist. So, Anita Joseph's husband, MC Fish, also known as Mr. Olagunju, he went on a podcast and he started bearing out his mind on the relationship he had with his ex-wife, Anita Joseph. Quite a funny situation there, guys. So it got me thinking. I was just like, come on, there is this new wave now of Nigerian men always going on podcasts, especially when their relationship fails. They just go there and they bear their mind. Guys, it's not as if I'm mocking them, but it's kind of hilarious to me, and I'll say why. It is hilarious because in the time past, it is the women that are known for always going out crying how they've been wronged, how they've been hurt on in their marriage or in their relationship and all that. As the men then they used to make a laughter out of it. So now in 2026, in this new generation, we are seeing the trend that most women, when they get out of out of those kind of relationship. They don't bother to, come and explain their own part, and instead they go all out minding their business, doing, chasing their dreams and all that. And it's as if the men are left behind to be doing the crying now on social media. So that is the way it's looking like. Let's take an example of Mayule Duche. May Yul Edochie, when the issue she had with her ex-husband, Yul Edochie, happened, instead of May to, go on podcast or social media and start ranting and ranting and ranting, no. Instead, the woman used the noise, the rave of the moment, and she was building her empire, selling her business, building her brands, going on out, doing her business. And today she has successfully grown and built a naira business. You understand? Flying every day, going outside the country, doing business internationally and even locally. She's a big name. So the rave of that moment, instead of her crying and ranting on social media or podcast, she did none of that. She built her career. That's for May Edochie. And her husband, who is Yul Edochie, we've talked about him a couple of times on this channel. He has been the one going from one podcast to another, crying after he was the one that cheated though. Guys, remember, he was the one that cheated on her, had a whole baby on her, that she, according to her, said she found out on social media that her husband already had the child, as we got to know on social media. And instead of the husband to retrace his step, no, he decided to continue, with the wife. And he was now pushing for polygamy, which Mayule Edochie rejected. And because of that, the man, he felt slighted. His ego was bruised, and he has been, from one podcast to the other, explaining. The last one which we talked about was when he was explaining that he wishes his wife well. And I already covered that on that live stream. Is on my channel, guys. You can go back and enjoy yourself on that. Then moving on to Frank Edoho, we have also covered him on this space. He was the one also going on podcasts talking about how he cheats. A man can cheat without having emotions, and he will still go back to love his wife and all that. Just talking a whole bunch of bullshit. He was also saying that if he will keep malice, he keeps malice. He keeps malice to punish his wife if the wife wrongs him. That he's the king of malice. Talking a whole lot of balderdash. And now, when the thing happened that he had an issue with the wife during this cheating scandal with the wife Sandra, Chike, the musician, he was the one, according to the grapevine, that took the news out and gave it to an anonymous blogger to help him to drag the wife. So his plan was that when he brings out that dirty linen in public, the public will help him to drag the wife very well. But unfortunately for him, he was the one that was being laughed at. Oh God, guys, it's not really funny, but it's something to just think about, and it's crazy, guys. So Frank Edoho, the same guy, went on podcast. He was crying. Okay, apart from Frank Edoho, now let's talk about Raymond Ekpo. Raymond Ekpo cried. This one, he couldn't even hold it anymore. He cried. Although Raymond Ekpo, his own case was sort of emotional. But come on, if you analyze that case, I don't know if I should do a video of that. I don't know if I should do a video of that. But let me just explain. If you analyze the case of Raymond Ekpo very well, you'll find out a man who did a deal with his wife that she should go abroad, do some sort of marriage scam or whatever. And when she is able to get her green card, she can now come back to Nigeria and take him. And the wife went over there and fell in love. And he is now feeling slighted that the plan fell through. His American dream of fell through. And this guy came on social media, on a podcast too, because we are talking about Nigerian men going to podcasts now and start crying out their eyes. And he was not crying. that's saying everything, how the woman wronged him and all that and all that, that the woman left him while still married to him, and she got married to another person. And I was like, although I felt a little bit of remorse for him, but on the other hand, when I analyzed, that situation, I found out that maybe there is something more to that. And so it was not a surprise to see MC Fish now, who is the topic of today, going on social media again on another podcast to cry and talk about his wife. No, guys, he did not cry you, but he was just talking about his ex-wife and the relationship he had with her on the podcast. So according to MC Fish, like I mentioned, Mr. Olagunju, the ex-wife to Anita Joseph. Anita Joseph is a very good, talented actress. And so she got married to MC Fish. I think they were married for about 5 to 6 years, if my timing is very correct. I think so. And they got married together. Although in that marriage was always plagued with a lot of, you know, like say, for lack of better word, let me just use criticism, being that Anita Joseph is this big shot actress, and MC Fish was not really known in the media space. According to him, he's a hype man somewhere in all these clubs. This thing they call hype men now. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with that. They are the ones that, we like use the word MC, that just hype up the club, hype up people that buys drinks and all that, so that they will be able to spend more. That's the way I understand that job. So according to the story, MC Fish is a hype man. So his relationship and eventually marriage to Anita Joseph was what brought him to the limelight, that people like me especially got to know about him. So that marriage, in the eyes of the public, we've always seen it as an imbalance, in the sense that Anita Joseph is this big shot actress, and she was the one giving MC Fish visibility and relevance in the media space. So a lot of people felt that Anita Joseph was the one catering for the family, spending for the family, both financially and otherwise. And you can't really blame them, because if you look at the semantics of everything, MC Fish, when he got married to Anita Joseph, instead of him taking the wife to his own house, rumor and the news is that he was living in Anita Joseph's house. And now that they are separated, he was still the one that left the marriage. So, and that left the marriage and left the house. So, in essence, in the eye of the public, I would say that they were justified to some extent, that in their thinking that it was Anita Joseph that was catering and taking care of MC Fish in the marriage, they were not really wrong, if you look at it some type of way. And so the story is that when all this was happening, Anita Joseph and this MC Fish, they were this lovey-dovey couple, always flaunting their love on social media. And to some point, MC Fish in public, he will like, was he massaging her leg or washing her feet or something like that? They are just really this couple that are into a huge dose of PDA, showing off their love and all that, despite the rumors that, or the criticisms, despite the criticisms against their love, they did not care. They were this couple that was out there. So it was a surprise for some time when people were not seeing them together again. And as usual, there's fans and well wishers, critics and all that were asking them questions that, come on, Anita Joseph, what happened with your relationship with MC Fish? We are not seeing you guys out together, how you guys normally, do your PDAs. It's no longer happening. What's up? What's the story? And she was like, she put out a tweet that she's no longer with the man. And everybody was like, what happened? Are you guys divorced and all that? And she said she's no longer married to him. So MC Fish has been the one, and according to Alita Joseph, she left it at that. She was not speaking on the issue again. But MC Fish started speaking on this issue. What happened was, first, he started flaunting another woman on social media. They were dancing, doing the PDAs that we, the online in-laws, know him doing with Anita Joseph. So we are now seeing him doing another PDA with doing the PDA with another woman. And people started asking questions, and he said he had left Anita Joseph since 2025, and we're just getting to know this year. So according to MC Fish, he left the marriage, he left the house. Story on the media is that MC Fish cheated, and when Anita Joseph found out that he cheated, she got upset, and that was one of the reasons that broke their marriage, and he left. He left her house, and the marriage was severed. They didn't have children within between them, so it was sort of easier for him to leave the marriage. So he left and moved in with this new woman, and they continued their PDAs online. And for a while, we never heard anything about the issue. But since last month, I think, yeah, last month, when the rave of this Frank Edoho and his cheating wife scandal happened, MC Fish came out and started talking that women supposed not to cheat. Instead of her to cheat, let her leave the marriage. And then he dropped a bombshell that, according to him, they both cheated in their marriage, meaning that he cheated and Anita Joseph also cheated in their marriage. That was what MC Fish was saying. He got a lot of backlash for that, because people were like, come on, it's been a long ass while since you left the marriage. You didn't speak then. Why are you speaking now? You are just a clout chaser. You want to chase clout. And so MC Fish, was really, really fired on this social media space. Then I was scrolling through social media today and saw the podcast he had with Trudy. You can go on YouTube, search with Trudy to watch the whole podcast. So I listened to it. And basically the point I want to talk about was when MC Fish was talking about his wife, Anita Joseph, that he doesn't want to say that he was scarred by the marriage. But a lot of people were criticizing him in that marriage. And according to him, he said that people were saying that Anita Joseph was the one that was catering for his lifestyle and for the family in that marriage. But he was working. He was also catering for the family. He was also providing for the family. But people are taking it as if maybe she was the one that did everything, and it's kind of ruined his reputation in some sort of way. So he was really, really talking. I was like, come on. What is this new rave of men? Because now they say men should speak up. Yeah, you're right. You can speak up. You can talk about it. But come on, the optics. The optics are not looking that great. Because normally, or it was the women that do this. But of recent now, we've seen a new wave of Nigerian men running to podcasts, crying their eyes out, talking a lot of things concerning their failed marriages. And I'm like, if you wanted your marriage, this is my own point in all of this now. If you want your marriage to work, why don't you put your head down? Do the right thing. Make it work. That is my own point in all of this. Do the right thing. Make your marriage work. Guys, we are losing a little bit of daylight, but I'll wrap up quickly now. So why don't you do the right thing and make your marriage work? It is what is needed. It's what you need to do anyways. But whereby you don't do that, and you're now cheating in the marriage, it shows a lack of commitment, that you're no longer committed in that marriage. You no longer want to do that with the person that you're with. Yes, because that's the way I see cheating. Once you start stepping out on your marriage cheating, it means that you're no longer interested. And when you're caught, you can live with the consequences. There are some women that don't tolerate cheating at all. Once you cheat on them, you're going. So if you want your marriage to work, you better do the work. Become a responsible man. Become a responsible man. Do what you need to do and make sure that your marriage works. Why I'm saying this, all the men I have mentioned on this podcast, this is Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie stepped out on his marriage, even had a child on his wife. And now he's now the one that is coming out complaining and crying all over social media and going on podcasts to complain. It's crazy. Now, the next person, Frank Edoho, he said he was the king of malice. Also, according to his wife Sandra, which she brought out with receipts, it was just that I didn't want to start talking again about their whole mess. It was just a mess. The three of them, Frank Edoho, Sandra, his ex-wife, Chike, the three of them were wrong. No one was right in that thing. But it was Frank Edoho that was stepping out on his wife and even keeping malice with his wife. You understand? So when you're doing that, that means you don't want the marriage anymore now. So it's better for everything to scatter. Then we talk about Ekpo, Raymond Ekpo. According to his wife, what's that her name again? Is it Yewande or Yetunde? I can't really remember. Her name. His ex-wife that he was crying about her. According to her, when she gave her own statement and her own side of the story, she said that Raymond was also cheating on her with different girls. Chatting with different girls. That's the way she put it. That he was also chatting with different girls on his phone. You understand? So he was not doing the work too. And now MC Fish, who stepped out on the marriage, because he even said it with his mouth that he cheated. So whereby you're now cheating on your marriage, it's better for the whole union to break and everybody goes their separate ways. What do you think, guys? So I just felt like talking about this. Hi. Adson, welcome to my channel. So I just wanted us to talk about this new wave of Nigerian men. Is this what we are going to be seeing now? I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for asking. How are you too? I hope you're okay. So I was just like, is this the new trend that we are going to be seeing now on social media, whereby men who did not do the work in their marriage, who were just so lax and nonchalant about their marriage, doing whatever and thinking that at the end of the day, their wives are going to condone their mess? This is no longer the old days. Nigerian men, or even men in general these days, they talk about they want women that are like their mothers. But come on, have you questioned your mother to ask her how she fared during her own time with your father? The modern Nigerian woman would not want to take any sort of mess. You better come correct or you go home. So whereby you're not doing that work, you guys will keep on going on social media and keep on crying. That's my own take about all this. Come correct or go home. Do the work or the marriage break. C'est fini. No two ways about that. So guys, put down your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this new wave of Nigerian men that didn't do the work in their marriage and just, did whatever and let the whole chickens come to roost? And after everything has scattered and got destroyed, they are now the one crying wolf, going on social media spaces and podcasts, trying to paint their exes bad in a bad light, or trying to, seek for public sympathy. What do you think about this? Put down your thoughts in the comment section. Anita Joseph, she came out with her own response soon. And with this Davido song, it be like you done the talk too much, small thing you done the talk who talk firm. And the baddest. Oh boy, you done they do too much. Small thing, you done the look who talk. Fair. That was the response she gave. That's just like a sub. Yeah, it was a sub response. Guy, you are talking too much, you, because there's a way you will spill too much. I go, open my own mouth too. Guys, take care of yourself. Love yourself. It's just a fun video and we're just catching fun here. I'll see you in another live stream. For now, bye bye.